minority who is actually experiencing an increase in discrimination. The minority, those with disabilities, the discrimination, employers are hiding job opportunities by putting them online. I'm Paul Lane, and we're all employment professionals who work with people with disabilities. My research suggests that the American public needs to begin filing complaints with the EEOC because many people with disabilities cannot access online job announcements, that inaccessibility constitutes discrimination, and the EEOC only investigates when there's a complaint, and the scope of the issue requires immediate and substantial prosecution to correct it. According to Cornell University, the number of people with disabilities is greater than all of the racial minorities combined. Wow. The blue represents the number of people with disabilities. The rest are all of the racial and ethnic groups in the United States. That's from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. A lot of people with disabilities. 38.7% of Americans have at least one disability. We're talking about a big issue here. We know that some people with disabilities can't access computers at all. We also know that some people with disabilities who access computers need special adaptions to be able to use the internet. And some of them require special programming on websites in order to access those. The EEOC is in charge of enforcing anti-discrimination laws in the United States. EEOC is the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, and they define discrimination in two ways. One, there's disparate treatment. We can't say back of the bus because we don't do that, and that's good. Disparate impact is where people suffer because of the disability, although they're being treated the same. For instance, if all of the crosswalk buttons were at the 6-foot high level, people with wheelchairs would suffer traffic accidents at a higher level than the non-disabled. That's disparate impact, okay? So let's talk about unemployment. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, for non-disabled people in 2009, 90.6% were employed. The same year, only 17% people with disabilities employed. According to one study, with Kraska, Zinner, and Abibi, in the 5 years following the passage of the ADA, the number of people employed with disabilities decreased significantly. Socho and Blanc confirm it. They say that the rates for persons with disabilities, the unemployment rates have increased. This definitely meets the EEOC's definition of disparate impact. What about the quantity? Lots of jobs, but with 96% of Fortune 500 companies advertise on Monster.com alone, the number of jobs that are hidden on the internet is huge. Now here's the thing, all illegal discrimination should be prosecuted. Although the EEOC only investigates complaints, people with disabilities are unlikely to complain because they don't know about the disparate impact. Because online recruiting creates discrimination, and discrimination is illegal, needs to be reported and prosecuted. So here's the thing, we all need to observe. If they refuse to take an application on paper, call the EEOC. There's the federal number, and make a complaint, make a stand. Questions? Yes?
What about the latest trend for employers to add unemployed need not apply to the job announcement?
Well, yeah, that's a relatively recent development, and the EEOC website actually says that, number one, the validity of excluding people who are unemployed simply doesn't exist, and it specifically says that it probably discriminates against people with disabilities because of the higher unemployment rate.
Thank you.
Yes.
Can I file a complaint on behalf of someone else?
Yes. Not only can you file a complaint on behalf of someone else, but you can remain anonymous.